Hey, good morning and welcome to day 31 of our Lent Devotional series. My name's Scott Patman and I've been a member of the church for about 18 years and lead the Shepherd's Flock Sunday School class. So really glad you're joining us today. Today we're going to be talking about the parable of the wedding feast, and that you can find that in Matthew chapter 22 beginning in verse 1. And I'm going to read that and then we'll talk about it for just a minute. So Matthew 22, beginning in verse 1, and again, Jesus spoke to them in parables, saying, "The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who gave a wedding feast for his son, and sent his servants to call those who were invited to the wedding feast, but they would not come. And again, he sent other servants, saying, 'Tell those who are invited, see, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fat calves have been slaughtered, and everything is ready. Come to the wedding feast.' But they paid no attention and went off, one to his farm, another to his business, while the rest seized his servants, treated them shamefully, and killed them. The king was angry, and he sent his troops and destroyed those murderers, and burned their city. And he said to his servants, 'The wedding feast is ready, but those invited were not worthy. Go therefore to the main roads and invite to the wedding feast as many as you find.' And those servants went out into the roads and gathered all whom they found, both good and bad. So the wedding hall was filled with guests. But when the king came in to look at the guests, he saw there a man who had no wedding garment. And he said to him, 'Friend, how did you get in here without a wedding garment?' And he was speechless. Then the king said to the attendants, 'Bind him hand and foot, and cast him out into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen.'" So have you ever been to a wedding, and when you go, you always put on your best dress, and you're there to honor the folks at the wedding? It was so in the time of Jesus, when people were invited to a wedding. They would spend weeks and months preparing for that wedding, putting together their finest clothes, a great garment, and deciding what kind of gift they were going to give to the wedding couple. And so as we think about the parable of the wedding feast, we can look at two different occasions where the king, being Jesus, was inviting people in to the wedding feast, being the kingdom of God, and they chose not to come. There were various reasons: the busyness of their life, different things that were distractions, different idols, and they decided that they just weren't going to come. And so then Jesus went out to the masses. He went out to the Gentile and the Jew, and he went and asked everybody if they wanted to come to the wedding feast. He invites everybody into the kingdom of God. And so when he did that, there were many that came that were not necessarily invited the first time. And when they showed up, most of them were ready, most of them were prepared with the right clothes, but there was one that was not. And I think that this is a symbol that when we are invited to the wedding feast, that we need to put on our garments of righteousness to come to God. And with that, we'll be able to enter the kingdom of heaven. So it's only through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ that we can enter the kingdom of heaven. And so I would invite you to take the time and evaluate where you are with that. And if you have any questions or concerns or comments regarding that, feel free to reach out to one of the pastors or myself or any one of the elders as you go through your faith walk. And I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.